questioning whether there was a competition between the two of them. There's a huge difference in energy internationally.
Addressing whether there was a rivalry between the two, there's an enormous distinction in energy. Globally, in 50J, as a matter of fact, his biggest selling record sold 43,000 duplicates my biggest selling records, plural, two of them sold 5 million. That is, late news recommends that 50 Penny is going after Jay-Z, ridiculing him by proposing he could be the following one being scrutinized after Diddy News additionally recommends that the influence couple Beyonce and Jay-Z demonstrate their determined quest for popularity and achievement, leaving fans scrutinizing their expectations and relationship elements. In the midst of this, rapper 50 Penny has startlingly entered the spotlight, notwithstanding his not exactly genial relationship with the big name pair. Diving into the matter, 50 Penny's new meeting with Large Kid covered a scope of subjects including BMS Season 2 and his continuous quarrel with Jay-Z. In a class flowed on Twitter by Day to Day Boisterous, the rapper unveiled Jay-Z's waiting enmity towards him, obvious in Jay-Z's opposite to 50 Penny's association in the NFL Super Bowl half group showed desk getting a call before the Pepsi business help during the Super Bowl. 50 Penny eventually didn't partake, adding one more layer of intricacy to the powerful between these two unmistakable figures in hip bounce. I wasn't in the advertisement since Jay-Z and they were assembling it, so I think they actually harbor some energy towards me. When examined by Huge Kid concerning whether he felt deliberately barred from the advertisement, and assuming he had talked with Jay-Z in regards to the matter, 50 Penny was genuine. He directly declared that he and Jay-Z have no requirement for conversations. He proposed that the NFL might have definitely disliked him, in spite of the fact that he stayed uninformed about the particulars during that period. Even fans communicated distrust about the connection between Jay-Z and 50 Penny, with some hypothesizing that fragrance was essentially blowing up, while others blamed Jay-Z for his evident careless activities. One individual commented 50 needs to accomplish a position much the same as Jay-Z's. He tries to be loved by a rising rappers, hailed as the flat-out best and esteemed as your #1 rapper. How could Jay have a question with him, yet keep a cozy relationship with not someone else? Remarked by saying one thing regarding 50, he going to express it for all intents and purposes. And he going to express it with that malevolent grin. The well-established pressure between rap heavyweights 50 Penny and Jay-Z has been tangible for more than 20 years, traversing from their extreme competition for hype-hop matchless quality in the mid-2000s to their heartless moves in the business field. Their relationship initiated in peril when 50 Penny, in his venturesome 1999 track How to Burglarize, boldly targeted individual rappers, including Jay-Z. Jay-Z quickly fought back during his exhibition at blistering 97 Summer Jam with its warm, some like it blistering, where he went after 50 Penny rapping conflict with Jigos's DSE. I'm about $1 what they __ is 050s anyway. Jay subsequently uncovered it in a meeting interview with Angie Martinez that he and 50 had accommodated behind the stage at the celebration, showing a sear. Strangely, 50 EV recognized that Jay-Z's responding was vital in pushing his virgin in profession. In a real-to-life interview with Drifter in 2003, 50 Penny gave props to Jay-Z, recognizing that his reaction to their quarrel truly impelled his vocation. When he answered I was praised, 50 uncovered he wouldn't agree that anything back to someone he didn't believe was warm. I never went to the radio until after he expressed that about me. I couldn't say whether my profession would be where it's at in the event that he didn't answer. By 2003, the contention between 50 Penny and Jay-Z had developed from laid-out champ as opposed to rising star to an additional fair unique, particularly after 50 Penny's dangerous hit and The Club and his introduction collection Get Rich or Bite the Dust attempting overwhelmed the world. She's sitting where you sitting right presently, right correct about the Kanye War thing. And I said by then, that Caney wouldn't have came and took no prize from me, and Jay goes, oh, we should get it straight, no one's apprehensive about 50 penny, how about we should be there, no one's anxious about 50, see they're irregular, from no place, better believe it, however he ought to have been making it clear with you. Which he didn't make it clear with you that he's not a troublemaker, see what by then, his protected show, he's not relating to the progress and contrast. And the view of Jay-Z, while he's Maxim, he's not terrified of 50 penny. Why, how could you need to clarify when nobody's consistently inquired as to whether I'm anxious about Jay's? It was irregular at the opportunity, definitely arrived from no place, he presumably didn't mean it. What was your opinion about it? Was fascinating. It recently was something to address, since it was public, assuming that it was something that was being said in the background. I would have likely said, well, perceiving 50's potential, Jay-Z even urged his Rockefeller program to raise their presentation, pondering the second in a 2013 meeting with the Morning Meal Club. Jay admitted 4 months after the fact in Duke Club. And it was ready to move on, resembled a now. Everyone got to remain uninvolved and stand by this tidal wave out. The competition between these two symbols positively kept the hip bounce world nervous in an essential move that seemed to mix strategies with vicinity. Jay-Z collaborated with 50 Penny on the Stone the Mic visit in 2003, perhaps deciding to keep his enemies close by their association, reached out to a Reebok ad where they even worked together on freeform exhibitions to advance their shoe assortments with the brand. Anyway, having a similar brand didn't decrease the cutthroat drive, as 50 later flaunted about his unit Reebok shoes outselling Jay's Carter kicks by an extensive degree. Jay-Z's exit from their joint visit, which lined up with his retirement designs then, at that point, caused hypothesis in spite of discontinuous melodic joint efforts like Jay's component on 50 Penny's 2007 remix of I Get Cash. Their competition endured, Jay attesting his predominance over New York City, even as both changed away from music, with 50 turning into a television mole and Jay gathering billions while incidentally getting back to the mic. Their pokes went on in a meeting with DJ Jealousy after Lil Mom's unexpected appearance at the 2009 MTV VMAs. During Jay-Z and Alicia Keys' presentation, 50 Penny didn't keep down and prodding Jay, recommending his disposition had relaxed over the long run. He's significantly more receptive, Fifth observer, describing it to Beyonce and Sinatra. In Live and Energy, the occurrence likewise featured 50's new reactions of Jay-Z remembering his doll take for Jay's 2017 collection 444 during a special trick for his movie lair of hoodlums. 50 Penny didn't keep down in making sense of his basic position on Jay-Z's collection 444, naming it Fairway Music. Talking on Conan, the unit general contended that hip bounce culture is intrinsically attached to youth culture, motioning at his suit as an image of his point. In spite of his reactions, he conceded to love the collection in any event, getting a charge out of it in his vehicle.